안녕하세요. 구화 세이브 파일이 다 날라가가지고 아예 영구 삭제가 돼버렸네. 미치겠다, 미치겠어. 하드 드라이브를 새로 하나 사야 되나? 새 걸로. SSD 말고. 패드 왜 이래 이거? 패드 왜 밀리지? 톡 치면 밀리네 계속. 패드가 너무 밀리는데 왜 이래 이거? 이 정도는 돼야 되나?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was
팬케이크 먹고
disturbing.
있습니다. 팬케이크.
Although I
조그만
wonder
팬케이크.
that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
그래. 아우 너무
It
깐깐하네.
seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names. The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
밖에 사람이 왔는 줄 알았는데 아니었네. 이제 다 했으니까 아울 OW를 준비하기 전에 서브캐 좀 하자. 아마 다 깨지 않았을까?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alahamora once you'd brought me enough moons. With that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alahamora known to wizard kind. At least known to me. Keep looking for those moons, You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of
아니
this.
13개요? 아니 양심 어디 갔어? 13개? 이거는 위대한 검색 엔진의 힘을 빌려야 되겠다. 13개? 돌았나 진짜.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
오, 업그레이드 할 수 있어. 아, 이지털이 없네. 이지털이. 될 수가 없구나.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
아, 없어? 천문탑? 여긴 어디지? 아, 밖으로 나가는 길인가? 아, 귀찮아서. 아, 패드. 왜 이러지? 뭐야 이거는?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
아, 하나씩 다. 저기 어떻게 돼?
Revelio.
아니, 비행금지 아니야? 저기 어떻게 되는 거지? 아니,
Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Still momentum.
여기 동굴인가? 혹시? 이 동굴 아니야?
One there.
Always my turn for patrol.
You only have Ranrock to blame. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
이게 되게 크네, 이 동굴.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it. There you are.
진짜 개사기. 진짜 개사기.
Accio. Incendio. Shut. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo.
안 되지, 안 되지. 안 되지. 아직은 안 되지. 여기는 뭐야? 뭐하는 곳이야?
Revelio. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
근데 디크랑 아 그래.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here.
막아지겠냐? 막아지겠어?
Revelio. Confringo. Could the Phoenix be in there? Levioso. Confringo.
왜 검이잖아.
Incendio.
잠시만. 아니.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here. A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here.
이상하지. 어떻게 해야 되지? 줄 수가 있나? 빠르다 있으면 좋긴 한데. 여기는 어디지? 나가는 쪽인가? 아니 오히려 여기가 정답 아니야?
No. Keep looking. You've seen how much a single feather fetches. Just imagine the whole blooming bird.
Stays at the castle.
Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Defender.
야 진짜 사기다 이거. 변신 마법 미쳤는데? 뭐야 너는?
Accio. Sendo. Glacius. Incendio. Your poaching days are over. Confringo!
여기가 진짜 길 같은데.
Bombarder! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Bombarder!
비가 왜 다른 거지? 왜 다르지? 아 이거 패드 진짜 예반데 이거.
More poachers? How many are there?
아무것도 안 넣어줬는데 이렇게 가는 거 조금.
This is all.
Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Glacier! Endo!
You want incendio?
Let's do this.
Feel a burning sensation.
변신 마법이 있고.
Revelio! A phoenix!
불사조다. 안녕.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do.
어디 여기 떨어질까? 여기 내려가야 돼.
Accio! Descendo!
잘 가지고. 아 이거 데미가이스 16개 진짜 생각할수록 화나네. 좋은데 허들 넘기.
There it is again!
어디? 두번 보이는 거 아니야?
Revelio!
문제 없네. 익스트림 데인저라 써있네. 호클럼프.
Accio! Descendo! Incendio! Glacier! There's a victory that came none too soon. Accio! Descendo! Glacier! Incendio!
근데 너가 왜 일반 사람보다 더 센 거 같지?
You'll have to fight him to run in.
Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. That was for Highwing. Revelio.
어디로 가야 할지.
Bombarda.
오.
Revelio.
징가바이.
Hello. I'm here to help. And take you somewhere safe. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
나가는 방법 있어. 오.
I should investigate.
필요해봐. 좋아. 호그와트. 아.
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens. What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued.
I couldn't have done it without your...
Deke is grateful for the kind, helping you do such good for so many. Deke will always be.
재밌긴 해. 새로운 것들.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
오 뭐야?
Revelio.
원래 이러는 거지. 패드가 이상한 건가? 그게 이상한 건가? 전설급 이 전설급 로브 있는데. 전설급 로브. 이거 아까 괜찮아. 이거 좋은 것 같은데. 열세 개 진짜. 너 뭐야? 너 뭐하는 놈이야? 야, 너는 나중에. 삐야. 어딨니? 삐도 밖에 있어. 호그와트 밑에 있니?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
그래.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
너한테까지 다 못
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
롤도 바꾸긴 해야. 롤도 하긴 해야 되는데. 잠시만.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
여기 있다고? 소부캐가?
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
아, 좋지.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
알았어.
I saw what you did!
어, 깜짝이야.
Seems I need to find Mr.
No
Lawley's cellar.
tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back!
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones,
We
sir.
promise, sir. We'd never take more
그런
than those.
그런 걸로 되겠냐고.
I tell you this,
이런 거 써야지.
you just wait till I see your mother.
Descender.
크루시오.
Confringo. Defender.
이런 걸 써야지.
This must be it.
더러운
This must be
도둑질.
the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula? Better not let Mr. Lawley see me. Revelio.
도둑질은 잘못된 거야. 뭐야?
Revelio.
왜 못 먹어요?
What could be stirring?
Revelio. Where is that venomous tentacula?
여기 다 뭐야?
Accio. Descendo. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Taking over the whole house. Revelio.
아 뭐야 이거? 이런 거 필요 없어. 이런 거 필요 없어. 돈 가져. 나 이런 거 안 쓰는데.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
좋구만.
Bombarda! Incendio!
문을 여시오.
Revelio! Aloha Mora. Revelio.
오. 하하. 잘 먹고 갑니다.
Revelio.
아니 뭐 레벨 3. 아 진짜 화나네 저 레벨
Any
3 볼
luck
때마다.
retrieving a certain friend of mine from a former...
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
근데 보상은 주셔야죠.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
좋아요. 500원 좋아요. 점술 거기 밖에서 호그와트 지도. 점술 교실. 아 패드. 화장실 좀 다녀올게요.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
마우티저스 좋아하십니까?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
이건 경찰이
My
아니라
little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, But you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabilaland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
무슨 느낌이야?
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh, no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
그래, 넌 힘도 없잖아.
She's concerned for your safety.
방에 앉아 있어 그냥.
It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you. But you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
임페리오. 임페리오 배우러 가야지.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Okay.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
아니 근데
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
알고 보니 세바스찬이 세계관 최강자 아니야? 나보다 먼저 아바다 케다브를 알고 있는 거잖아. 나한테 크루시오랑 임페리오 다 알려주는 너야말로 진정한 흑막이 아니냐?
Revelio. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
뭐야? 이런 거 날리는 건 아니지?
Opening all of these is tempting.
This room is... We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa.
바로 이게 다 붙여놓지만
Revelio.
여기 내려가면은 더 있을 것 같긴 한데.
Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Crucio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Repulsor. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Accio.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Revelio. Accio.
There's something here by the altar.
유럽 갈참나무.
What did you find?
Revelio.
Looks like part of a student's diary. mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Accio. Descendo. Repulsor. Bombarda.
If this archway is barricaded, we can find a way through.
Descendo. Repulsor. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
뭐 어떻게 써야 되는 거야?
Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
여기다 두는 거야 혹시?
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
재밌네.
Before we trudge on further, I've just
Revelio.
realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I
네가
can
어떻게
teach
알고
you.
있냐고. 넌 어떻게
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you.
아니,
It's not
어떻게
exactly
배워?
something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
당연히 배워야지.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
그래. 그래 가르쳐줘.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
오. 죽을 사야?
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
너무 쉽게 썼는. 너무 쉽게 잡아.
Revelio.
아, 그래.
Incendio.
좋아.
Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Bombardo. Crucio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Confringo. Descendo. Descendo. Bombarder. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Revelio.
잠시만, 그럼 저기가 메인이 아닌가 봐.
Corso. Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. This looks different than what we faced before.
Accio.
Now we're also
Guardian
dealing with
Levioso.
Levioso.
Accio.
뭔데, 왜? 뭐, 이거 시간 지나면 지나가는 거야?
That worked. Keep going.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio.
아, 그럼 저기가 파밍하는 데가 맞았네. 파밍 좀 더 하고 자.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Revelio.
아까 더 있지 않았나? 아닌가? 저런 뭐였나?
Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones.
Accio.
Nicely done.
Revelio. Accio.
아 뭐야 문이 열린 거야?
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Imperium. Accio. Protego. Descendo. Incendio. Leviosa. Infringo. Lindo. Bombarda. Incendio. Bombarda. Accio. Sendo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
제일 빡세. 뭐 악마 걔네보다 거미가 훨 빡세.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio.
아직은 아니야. 어머.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
어머.
Could it be?
좀 무서운데?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
뭔가 이상하지 않아?
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
너 누구냐?
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
오 이거 아니야.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility,
내가 책임질게.
it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian.
그래.
Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
와, 한치의 망설임도 없이 그냥 임페리오
Sebastian,
써대는
come
거
on.
봐. 진짜 악마다
What did you
너는.
do? Imperio, it was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
야, 설정이 나지만 진짜 악마다. 어떻게 한채 망설임조차 없이 바로 그냥 임페리얼을 거냐? 아, 여기 아니잖아. 여기 아니야?
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility.
내가 책임질게, 그냥 해.
You have my word.
괜찮아.
We looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
그럼 어떻게 되는 거지? 만약에 위에를 선택하면?
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
혹시 걸어가야 돼? 아, 미쳤다. 세바스틴, 너 이렇게 걷는 거 좋아하냐? 뭐야? 야, 저거 뭐야?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic.
야,
She
아니
thinks
저거
like ominous.
뭐냐고?
It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
감히.
Revelio.
Don't glance off of me. Easily diverted.
Stay back! Keep out the way! Con Pringle!
Incendio.
All three!
Confringo. Defender.
Pringle! You won't get away with this. Protect Levioso! That was unexpected! Bombarda! This is funny! Con Pringle!
아, 계속.
Sebastian! All Levioso! Con Pringle! You won't get away with this. Stay back! Keep out the way!
There's nowhere to go.
Also!
안 돼.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
야, 근데 다른 거 많았잖아. 바로 임페리오만 있는 게 아니었잖아.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
How can you say that? You just used the Imperious curse on Ominous.
I did, but with his consent, Sebastian. It may seem an irrelevant difference, but it is a difference.
I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
내가 말하는 게 좀 어불성설이긴 해. 아, 근데 진짜 개웃기네.
What was he thinking?
나 싸울 때 많이 썼는데 이거. 난 못 버셨나 보네.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
그래, 지나쳤어.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know.
You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
We should speak with Mr. Bickerson. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me in a hockey.
서로 말 제대로 안 하고. 블랙메일의 기본이요? 둘다 호구스미드네.
Anyone can run a shop if they inherit it.
It's not like her to forget.
뭐야? 너였어?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpes.
그렇구나.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
그래.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
잠깐만. 오케이. 아 이거 키보드로 해볼까? 근데 왜?
Revelio. Protego. Revelio.
아 이게 패드 문제가 아닌가? 패드 문제가 아닌가? 패드 문제가 아닐 수도 있다는 생각이 드는데.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
뭐야 이거?
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to.
Accio. Descend. Glacius. Descending. Leviosa. Confringo. Vindo.
I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
10명? 오케이.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebridean loved
How lucky for us. Watch your step.
Love to pick off a grabhorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
얘가 그리폰이야? 근데 먹이라고 치기에는 안 먹었는데?
Watch out! It's keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't
Not
making
a
it
warm
easy.
welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I suppose she listened to reason.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here
Reparo.
broken? Hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
해지는 뭐야?
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horndale Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. You did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
할머니. 그거까지 그걸까지 어떻게 알아냈대? 얼굴만 보면 할 수 있을까? 이름도 모르는데.
How could I have been so blind?
그래. 할머니한테 해보렴.
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts student. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh, you've a good soul. I don't know precisely where she is. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately... Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat. Oh, and be warned, she's a...
뭐라고? 아.
It sounds as if she's in trouble.
뭐야? 이게 아니잖아. 무슨 소리야 이게?
Hazel must be here somewhere.
너 아니냐?
I'll look after you.
거의 뭐 그냥.
Revelio. Come on, Hazel.
내가 잡은 애가 헤이즐은 아니겠지. 아, 저 친구야?
Someone's got... You! What do you think you're doing? I'll get that goblin back. How about rummaging your corpse?
Confringo. Defender.
You're the sod that saved Treadwell.
Bombarder.
You're that hypocrite. And here's
Revelio.
아, 헤이즐넛 어디 갔어? 어디 있다? 아, 구출하라고? 난 또
Do cooperate, won't you?
바꿔 왔다. 게임 좀 편하게 할 수 있겠다.
Revelio.
아니, 우리 헤이즐넛 어디 갔어? 저기 있다. 일로와, 일로와.
I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Budbrook know she's safe.
왜 양아치가 맞는 것 같아.
Glacius. Incendio. Accio. Glacius. Descendo. Revelio.
키. 뭐야? 또 패드로 바뀌었어? 아, 내가 보기엔 패드 문제가 맞는 것 같기도.
Madame Budbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine, and I can keep her safe, I promise. But I wonder if you can help me with the costs of caring for her.
Oh, I'm so relieved. And of course, it's worth almost any amount of galleons to make sure my dear girl is cared for.
좋아요. 근데 더 이상 볼 순 없을 거예요.
Take good care of Hazel now.
헤이즐넛 만들어 먹을 거거든요. 얼마? 500. 여기 있을 텐데. 그래, 세바스찬 꽤 심각하지. 지금 세바스찬이 가장 메인 스토리 같고.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
곰플레이어 스콘트? 곰플레이어 곤트?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
재능치가 되는구나. 재능. 어둠의 마법. 체인. 크루시오 체인. 아유, 딱히 이게 낫지. 쓸만한 건 다 쓴 것 같긴 한데. 저건 멀고. 제일 가까운 사람부터 해야겠다.
What's more powerful than...
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
부금이 놈이 되게 무서운데.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrax. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
그렇군요.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
그래, 죽을 수도 있었잖아.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
근데 이걸 뭐 해봤자 뭐 할 수 있는 게 있나? 경찰은 애들 말을 들어주지. 잘 들어주지. 그치?
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
근데 데미가이즈가 안 보여가지고.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
북은 왜 이래?
You can stop at me.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to... The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio.
Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
그래 내가 해주지. 찾아줄게 내가. 너무 슬프잖아. 응?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
He can fight his own battle.
It's about time Rookwood took control. He doesn't need Ranrock.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them, what with all I've done there.
Revelio.
여기는 없고 다 저기 있나 보네.
Troll for what? Nothing ever happens.
If I likes it, I takes it. lower Hogsfield that we raided last week?
I remember my seems now they're upon. When we're done here, I'm going straight to the hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
Another bit of expulsion!
Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Bombarda.
I thought you'd at least hold your
What are you doing? Expulsion! I've seen better!
Incendio. Leviosa. Bring it. Revelio. Leviosa. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo.
일로 와봐.
Death from above!
Incendio. Accio. Sendo.
이걸 어떻게 안 뜯기냐?
Revelio. Sendo.
아니 뭐 시집을 이렇게까지 숨겨놨다고? 아 헬스 가긴 해야 되는데.
Revelio.
아니 근데 궁금하긴 했네 저거. 아 숨어서 들어오려면 이렇게 들어가는 거구나.
Revelio.
찾았다. 어르게 어글레이.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
아 이게 C집이야? 연애 편지인 줄 알았는데. 이게 C집이었다니.
Revelio.
Petrificus totalis.
어디다 대고 쓰는 거야?
Revelio.
여기 없나?
He must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wonderful way. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will
Hello,
tell you
Hamura.
what you need to do.
Revelio.
아니 연애 편지가 없는데?
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
오. 그래 하이.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to you. I may be too weak to decipher you both, but I can try.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
트루슬레이어요?
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time,
너도
please
애쉬와인드
let
편
the
아니야?
authorities handle the Ashwinders.
이렇게 말하는데 그렇게 넘어간다고? 뭘 하는 거냐?
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
그것도 맞는 말이긴 해.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
없는데? 그치, 좋을 리가 없지. 얼마짜린데 이게? 그렇지. 좋을 리가 없지.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
그게 돼?
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
여기서 잠깐 끊고 가야겠다.